2022, and we in America need a return to 1922. 100 years ago, we were in the first full year of Warren Harding's presidential administration. It was termed a, quote, return to normalcy. It was, for that day, a return to normal after incredibly aberrant prior 3 years that consisted of our buildup and fighting World War I. We need that now because we've been fighting. It's not a war. It's a small disease that had affected a small group very badly, death and maimings. Since we've gotten it under control, we've had every ability to make things normal again. And our state governors and our presidents have not chosen to do so. Masking, you will recall, is not normal. We shouldn't make it into normal. Masking has not been shown to be effective. We have learned that. Yet, governors and corporate organizations, they're the most powerful ones now, are still forcing people to don these obedience masks. Their use is clearly not keeping people from contracting diseases or not. What it is doing is forcing obedience to rules. Rules that actually have efficacy might be in order, still not the American thing, but rules that almost do the opposite of what is healthful and wise need to be dispensed with. It is unhealthful and unwise to have children wearing masks in schools. Yet that's what many cities still have, though they've lifted the restraints on adults. School children are not getting hospitalized. They never were. Even back in March of 2020, we knew this. But once again, obedience reigns supreme when you are an authoritarian who has power and would like to gain more. Educators have had power for a long time, and they've gained much, much more over those who want to stay in the public schools. I hope more and more people, parents certainly, will realize that the public schools are not serving you even in normal times, and privately organized education will work far better. The private schools that exist now, very few of them now require masks. Good. Let's talk about vaccine requirements. It is not normal, not anywhere close to normal, to be asking about one's internal health status. We passed HIPAA in the 1990s to protect patient privacy. And we have gone full scale the opposite way by forcing us to disclose what's been injected into our bodies and when. A return to normalcy, 2022 style, will get us back a little bit towards the America that we grew up with and that is salubrious. The dictators of World War I, the monarchs who wanted to, in the 19-teens, acquire more territory, maybe even extract more wealth that might go to their henchmen in their own palaces. Their designs paled in comparison to the effect on people that our own state governors and our own presidents, Trump and Biden, have forced on us Americans. We fought a war to stop a relatively minor, in terms of people's liberties, incursion. If Austria-Hungary ruled part of Prussia, it wouldn't have been a big deal to the Prussians who were subject to them. When your state in the United States is being ruled by authoritarians that restrict your freedom daily, keep you from worshiping the way you want under a, quote, emergency guideline, we've ceded our own freedoms. We can get those back. We don't have to fight a war to do that. We just need to get back to the normal America that we saw even a century ago. I'm Mark Stewart.